Welcome to your most educative and enlightening program, Healthy Living, aka your personal preventive measures against COVID-19 and other diseases. On this program, we give you home tips and we bring experts to enlighten and educate you on 1,000 ways to stay healthy so you can live longer. You are welcome and thank you for joining us. If you are just tuning in, you are on to your most educative and enlightening program, Healthy Living, aka your personal preventive measures against COVID-19 and other diseases. We've been talking home tips. Are ants invading your homes? You will get the tips on how to get rid of them. Oh, your glasses are dirty, your mirrors are dirty? Just listen and you will get tips on how you can keep your glasses sparkling clean. Let's start with when you have a lot of ants in your home. What do? Ants hate cucumbers. Yes, cucumbers. So you have a lot of ants disturbing you in your home. What should you do? Keep the skin of cucumbers near the place where they are or near the ant hole. If you keep cucumber near the ant holes, you will see that the ant will leave you alone. How do you make a mirror shine in the home? Simply clean the mirror with Sprite. Yes, the normal Sprite we drink. So, some people chew gum, and before you know it, the gum is everywhere in the house, on your clothes, on your fabrics, on your cushions. What should you do to remove chewing gum from your clothes? Keep the clothes in a fridge for 1 hour. Yes. Take the fabric, put it in your fridge for just 1 hour. It will amaze you when you bring it out how easily the gum will just fall off it. How to whiten white clothes? Yes, white clothes can be whitened. You know why? Because sometimes these clothes just change color, and a normal white cloth just right before your eye will turn milk or off-white. So for you to turn it white or make it whiter, soak the white cloth in hot water with a slice of lemon for 10 minutes to amaze you how the clothes will become whiter. To give shine to your hair, what do? Add 1 teaspoon of vinegar into your hair, then wash, and you find out how shiny and brighter your hair will become. To get maximum juice out of lemons, what do? You know, they say the lemon juice is good for us, but you know, sometimes you buy this lemon, if you're like me, they are very hard. You're cutting, you're squeezing for juice, and juice hardly comes out. So this will help. If you're like me, soak lemons in hot water for 1 hour, then squeeze them, and it will amaze you the quantity of juice that will come out of a small bowl of lemon. Say some people do not like the smell of cabbage. I love it. But if you are one of those who do not like the smell, what do you do to avoid the smell while cooking? Keep a piece of bread on the cabbage in the vessel while cooking, and that will suppress the smell. You won't feel it or smell it anymore. Alright, that's the much we can take today on our home tips. Oh, you didn't know all this? Well, now you know. Now that we have educated and enlightened you on home tips, some different home tips on how to keep your home clean, how to wash glasses, your mirror, how to get rid of ants from your home, how to keep the smell away from cucumber, we believe that you will make all this a daily part of your routine, and of a truth, your health will be better for it. Now, let's ask our experts. How far now? I did. Okay, where did they go like this? They go patio. My friend. Hey, okay. Hi. Come. Okay. All right. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. No problem. Wanna stop? Wanna wait first? I beg, Steph, where your masks? Where am now?
We enter us. We don't need face mask now.
Plus, I go to front and then two of them go back.
And na social distancing be that now. Me self I dey wash my hand where at home with soap and water.
What did they delay me now? I think say they forget something for house. Now because of face mask, it just stop us.
My brother, this matter don't reach make I stop you now. This face mask issue not be small matter again no. Now for una own good. As una dey wash una hand with soap and water well. E also good as una be two. For the back of the motor, one person can sit down for front. That is social distancing. But it go better pass. Make una dey wear una face mask anytime when una dey comot from house, they go somewhere. None of una get face mask for inside bag. My brother, abeg bring face mask for me. Okay, how much say you dey sell am?
100 naira.
Abeg wear am. Take. Wear am. Wear. Take. Oh yeah. My brother, abeg take your own.
Which kind of thing be this one? I know they wear this kind of thing. I be masquerade.
Be masquerade matter we dey talk now. Okay, make I ask you question. You get family or people for house where you love and then love you?
You one go tell. I get. I love them, they love me.
Even if you don't like to dey wear this face mask, I beg, make you dey wear am because of those people wey love you and because of the people wey you love. Okay, make I ask you. These people wey dey inside this motor, where you won't carry so? Now because you don't love them, because they not be your family member.
Even if they are not my family member, I love them.
Wear am for the sake of love, I beg my brother, I beg.
No problem. I'll be wear am.
Thank you.
Give me two. So that I go wear am tomorrow.
Yes, so na so e be. Abeg, e better now as una dey wash una hands well with soap and water. E good too as una dey maintain social distancing. E go better pass if una dey comot from una house dey go somewhere. Make una dey wear una face mask even as una dey inside motor. Drivers, abeg make una too dey try dey maintain this social distancing. If na 4 person una dey carry for motor before, abeg make una try dey carry 3 or even 2 sef. Na for our own good we dey talk this thing no. Make una do one for love, make una wear am for love. For sponsorship and partnership, call 080-3833-3130. Nelly Joseph, the mirror of the society and the love ambassador, touching lives and impacting the society positively.
We're going to be discussing hepatitis today. Hepatitis. What is hepatitis? Hepatitis can be defined as inflammation, any inflammation of the liver. But why are we worried about it? We're worried about it because hepatitis is a preventable disease and it's a preventable cause of death. What are the causes of hepatitis? The causes can be divided into 1. We have viral causes of hepatitis where we have hepatitis A, B, C, D, and E. And then we also have the non-viral causes of hepatitis. This would include things like alcohol, autoimmune disease, drugs such as NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, and then certain autoimmune disease that gets to affect the liver itself. Why are we worried about it? This is why we're worried about it because it is transmittable also from mother to child. So if we're able to address it on the mother, then there's that possibility or tendency that we'll get it right in the child. Now, what are some of these signs and symptoms of hepatitis? At times, most people have hepatitis without even knowing they have it. Some are asymptomatic, no symptoms. But then, if you have a symptom, what do we expect you to come with? We expect to have yellowish discoloration of your eyes, itchy palm, all of a sudden you have dark lesions, your body starts itching you all of a sudden unexplained, or you notice there's this abdominal distension or protrusion, or you notice you are losing weight, your legs are swollen. Usually there are some presentations that are non-specific in the sense that they don't even have some of these signs and symptoms that it is hepatitis. But then when you have hepatitis, what do we do? Very simple. We advise that if you have any of these symptoms, or you have a non-specific symptoms or complaint, you walk to any of the closest health care center and get tested. What are the investigations that you think you would need to carry out? We need to screen you for hepatitis. We need to get your blood. But then before the screening, I think we still need to talk about these forms of hepatitis, the viral hepatitis. Now let's discuss about hepatitis A. Hepatitis A, it is self-limiting, caused by hepatitis A virus. And the route of transmission is fecal-oral, hand to mouth. So we discussed in earlier session the need for you to wash fruits, wash vegetables. So it means if you ingest fruits, vegetables that are not properly washed, you are also at risk of coming down with hepatitis A. Is it curable? Yes. And at times we say in most cases we don't even require medication. Most people just take it to be like you have symptoms of malaria, you're feeling weak, and all of a sudden you're much better, even without jaundice. But some individuals with hepatitis A might even require admission where you need to assist them. For hepatitis B, it is caused by hepatitis B virus. And we are so worried about this strain of hepatitis virus, hepatitis B and C. But hepatitis B virus puts you at risk of coming down with hepatitis D. So in the absence of hepatitis A, you're not at risk of coming down with hepatitis D. But then the challenge with hepatitis B is that you're also at risk of coming down with liver cancer, and so also with hepatitis C. But then another notorious thing with hepatitis B is that it is highly infectious, 100 times more infectious than HIV virus. So it means the virus can survive outside the bloodstream for about 7 to 10 days, as opposed to the HIV virus that once it comes out of the bloodstream, it dies within seconds. But the hepatitis B virus can survive for that long. So we need to address it. The other thing there is that how do one get hepatitis B virus, the infection? One would advise that for any instance, if you're going to be transfused with blood, that blood must be screened, properly screened. And then the same measure we apply for HIV infection: avoid sharing sharp objects, okay, such as blades, needles, syringe, proper disposal of syringe. These measures also apply for hepatitis B. And if you fail to do so, you put yourself at risk of coming down with hepatitis B virus. If the mother is infected with hepatitis B infection, there is the likelihood or probability that the mother can transmit that infection to the child during childbirth. This, in quotes, is what we refer to as vertical transmission. And our discussion today, we'll see how we are going to address this vertical transmission. Hepatitis C, just like hepatitis B, is also a known cause of liver cancer. But then our concern is that we don't have a vaccine for it at the moment. And if you have hepatitis C, you are not at risk of coming down with other forms of hepatitis like hepatitis D, as we've earlier discussed with hepatitis B. But then hepatitis D and E, not too common in sub-Saharan Africa, except in places like Asia. There you see more of hepatitis D and E, because they also have a good number of individuals that are living with hepatitis B. But then, how do you address it? What do you do? Get tested. Get tested. How do you get tested? We'll get your blood, we'll screen you for hepatitis B and C, routinely what we do in the country. We can also screen for hepatitis A if the need arises. But then if you are negative, then we would have to put measures in place that will prevent you from coming down with the virus. So hepatitis B would give you the hepatitis B vaccine. For hepatitis C, there is no vaccine. So routinely we only advise that you get tested for it. But then the challenge will now be in areas of treatment. For us, we would want to work with prevention the more because it is cheaper for us. People would always want to say prevention is better than cure. But for me, I think prevention is cheaper than treatment itself or cure. Because when you are positive, if you are diagnosed positive with hepatitis, you walk to the physician, there are a barrage of investigations that you need to carry out. This involves money and then the drugs itself for longer period of time. So for us, prevention is cheaper than cure. Get tested, negative. Then if you're positive, please walk to your physician. And the physician will tell you 1 or 2 or 3 other investigations to do. And then we'll now decide from those investigations if there is need for you to be placed on medication or not. As with every other disease, WHO has assigned particular days for those diseases to be celebrated to remind us that there is need for us to address it. Okay? Hepatitis also has its own days for its own celebration. For us in this environment, treating hepatitis B or C or A, we have noticed over time that most Nigerians will tell you, oh, I've taken this herbal medication, oh, this is what really worked for me and what's this. But because the effect of the hepatitis virus is on the liver, we'll strongly advise that you stay away from herbal medication. Strongly advise that you stay away from herbal medication. Now, we are not going to restrict you from eating anything when you have hepatitis because there's a notion outside there that when you have hepatitis, you don't eat meat, you don't eat fish, you don't take groundnut oil and what have you, until when advised by the physician, you are not restricted from eating anything. And in as much as possible, there is no stigmatization with hepatitis. So the issue of stigmatization is out of it. So as much as possible, if you've never been tested before, if you've not been tested, we advise that you come out and get tested. For a pregnant woman who is also positive, there's that risk that the baby will be infected with hepatitis virus. But then what do? Would want to know the woman's viral load, we want to know how high it is. But then, by the time she puts to bed, there are measures we usually institute to prevent that transmission. And that measure can be done in any facility here in Nigeria. So by autoimmune disease, we refer to any disease. It's an entity, disease, your own body is fighting against itself. So these are diseases that your own body generates on its own to affect specific organs. In this case, we are discussing hepatitis. So it means autoimmune disease, your body is on its own, affecting the liver, making it look as if there's a viral hepatitis ongoing. So this is what we refer to autoimmune viral hepatitis. Treatment is just support as much as possible. We would have to support them. Support in the sense that if they have the liver function is abnormal, as much as possible, we would put 1 or 2 measures in place to address anything that we think we can address. It is not just hypertension that is a silent killer. Viral hepatitis is also a silent killer. Hepatitis A, B, C, D, and E, they are all preventable. And we strongly recommend that you get tested today to know your status. Thank you.
How far now?
I did.
Okay, where will they go like this?
They go patio. My friend will do.
Hey, okay. Hi.
Cab.
Okay. All right. That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
No problem.
Wanna stop? Wanna wait first? I beg, Steph, where your marks? Where am now?
We enter that. We don't need face mask now.
Plus I go dey front and then 2 of them go dey back.
And na social distancing be that now. Me sef I dey wash my hand well at home with soap and water.
What did they delay me now? I think say they forget something for house. Now, because of face mask, it does stop us.
My brother, this matter don't reach make I stop you now. This face mask issue not be small matter again, no. Now for una own good. As una dey wash una hand with soap and water well. E also good as una be two for the back of the motor. One person come sit down for front. That is social distancing. But e go better pass. Make una dey wear una face mask anytime when una dey comot from house dey go somewhere. None of una get face mask for inside bag. My brother, abeg bring face mask for me. Okay, how much say you dey sell am?
100 naira.
Abeg wear am. Take. Wear am. Wear, take. Oh yeah. My brother, abeg take your own.
Which kind of thing be this one? I know they wear this kind of thing. I be masquerade.
Hey, masquerade matter we dey talk now. Okay, make I ask you question. You get family or people for house where you love and then love you?
You want to go I get. I love them, they love me.
Even if you don't like to dey wear this face mask, I beg, make you dey wear am because of those people wey love you and because of the people wey you love. Okay, make I ask you. These people wey dey inside this motor, where you wan carry so? Now because you no love them, because they no be your family member.
Even if they are not my family member, I love them.
Wear am for the sake of love, I beg my brother, I beg.
No problem. I will wear them.
Thank you.
Give me two. So that I will wear them tomorrow too.
Ẹ wọ ohun ìdáàbòbò imú tí àwọn òyìnbó pè ní face mask. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a máa fọwọ́ wa pẹ̀lú omi àti ọṣẹ dáradára. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a máa ṣe nítorí ìfẹ́ kí a sì máa wọ̀ nítorí ìfẹ́. For sponsorship and partnership, call 080-3833-3130. Nelly Joseph, the mirror of the society and the love ambassador, touching lives and impacting the society positively. Wow, that is so amazing. You know, you can watch this program on YouTube. And you can also follow us on our social media platforms as displayed on your screen. To be a part of this program, partnership, sponsorship, and advert placement, contact us via the number on your screen. Always wash your hands with soap and water. Keep your hands sanitized with alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Avoid crowded places. If you must go out to public places, please wear your mask. A lot of you do not like wearing the mask, but if not for your sake, wear it for the sake of your loved ones, so they won't contact the disease and we won't spread the disease. Keep maintaining social and physical distancing as directed by NCDC, WHO, and the federal government. Remember that you can change the narrative. So keep being positive despite negative narrative. I am Nelly Joseph and I will see you soonest. Bye.